Crystal Palace has a pall cast over its 2-1 win over Southampton on Tuesday, as the club has been dealt a serious blow with season-ending injuries to two players. Dann and Jason Puncheon, long-time servants of the club, have both suffered cruciate ligament injuries, and manager Roy Hodgson says either could miss the start of next season. 2. Recap: Saints 1-2 Palace. Puncheon, 31, lost his starting spot after 10 matches but has 161 caps for the Eagles, while Dann, 30, has captained the club 10 times this season. Here's Hodgson on whether Palace will be active in the transfer market, knowing full well the Eagles saved their season with January additions of Mamadou Sakho and Luka Milivojevic last season, not simply hiring Sam Allardyce, believe it or not. From the BBC, it's far too soon to say. We didn't know until today that Scott had injured a cruciate ligament, but the chairman and directors are keen to improve our squad to ensure we have what we need. Hopefully our performances have shown that if we get that backing it'll make us even stronger in this run-in. Follow at Nicolas Mendela. The New York Red Bulls are at it again, sending a fan favourite and arguable team MVP packing to a conference rival in the off-season. A year after sending Dax McCarty to the Chicago Fire, RBNY has shipped Sasha Kjellgeston to Orlando City SC. More, Danny Rose injury setback. In exchange for Kjellgeston and $150,000 in targeted allocation money, the Red Bulls will get promising defender Tommy Redding, 20, and attacker Carlos Rivers, 23. The 52 times capped Kjellgeston finishes his tenure in New York with 22 goals and 37 assists in 121 matches. He is banned for the first 2 matches of the MLS season. According to ESPN's Jeff Carlisle, sources confirmed that Kjellgeston signed a new 2-year contract with Orlando, though it is unclear at present if he will remain a designated player or if his salary will be brought down with TAM. The Red Bulls dropped to 6th in the East but finished 5 points ahead of their closest playoff competitor, as close to the 3rd seed as missing the playoffs. That's a 5-spot and 7-point drop from 2016. Orlando has flipped the script big time since the end of the season, with Kaka retiring and Sile Larin preparing to sign with a European club. The Lions have added NASL star Stefano Pinho, NYCFC's RJ Allen, the Galaxy's Jose Villarreal, and Partizan Belgrade's Mohamed El Munir. Follow at Nicolas Mendela. Pep Guardiola's focus wasn't on his team's fine performance on a miserable day against Watford, it was on the festive fixtures. Manchester City returned to winning ways with a 3-1 defeat of the Hornets at the Etihad Stadium, but Guardiola says something has to be done about the congested fixtures. Recap: Man City 3-1 Watford, and for a man whose side has dropped points just twice this season, it's not like he's talking sour grapes from losing matches. No sugarcoating. From the BBC, we're going to kill the players. The federations don't think about the players, but they have to. They play 11 months in a row. They have to protect them and play with quality and not quality. We have to think about the artists. But I know it won't happen. There won't likely be a winter break in England, but it wouldn't be a surprise to see fixtures given a little more breathing room in the future. 2 matches in 3 days is tough for the depth of so many sides. Follow at Nicolas Mendela. Danny Rose can't catch a break. The Tottenham Hotspur and England left-back was not in the Spurs squad for their trip to Swansea City on Tuesday. They won 2-0 in the rain in South Wales, and it appears he may not feature anytime soon. Rose, 27, was out for 9 months with a knee injury and only returned to action in October following an operation to fix the problem, but ESPN is reporting that the attacking fullback has suffered a recurrence of the same issue. Per the report, Rose will undergo further tests in the next few days and isn't expected to play against West Ham on Thursday or in the FA Cup clash with AFC Wimbledon on Sunday. Tottenham have Ben Davies at left-back, while Jan Vertonghen can also play there if needed, but Rose's absence will be a big blow for Mauricio Pochettino. This news also places some doubt into the mind of Manchester United, and others, who have been linked with a transfer move for Rose in January or the summer, especially following his explosive comments in the summer about Tottenham's transfer dealings and wage budgets. Cynics out there would say it is quite timely for Rose to have a flare-up of his previous knee injury just as the January transfer window opens, but it does seem to be more simple than that, as the England international battles a long-term issue. In his prime, it appears Rose just can't shake off his persistent knee problems. Follow at JPW_NBC Sports. Watford lost first meeting 6-0. Sterling Aguero score. Gray breaks shutout in 82nd. Manchester City struck early en route to an easy 3-1 win over Watford at the Etihad Stadium on Tuesday. The match was the first for City since its 18-match win streak was snapped by a draw with Crystal Palace this weekend. Watford remains 10th, but is now just 5 points clear of the drop zone. More, watch full plays match replays. Who needs a minute? Man City went ahead after just 39 seconds. Two of City's breakout stars of the season, Leroy Sane and Raheem Sterling, connected on a cross from the former on the left to the unmarked latter on the right. David Silva sent Kevin De Bruyne deep into the box, and his cross from the left was deflected into the goal by Christian Cabasele before it could get to Sergio Aguero. Own goal, 2-0. De Bruyne then whipped a free kick off the crossbar, and City put the rebound in Jourello Gomez's hands. The Hornets came close to pulling one back in the 29th minute, but Ederson palmed Andre Gray's effort wide of the far post. Aguero would get on the board of his own accord off a 63rd-minute corner, as Man City put this one out of reach with just under a half-hour to spare. More, latest Premier League standings, 10. Sergio Aguero has now scored 10 goals in 6 appearances against Watford in all competitions. Inevitable, Optajo, at Optajo, January 2, 2018. More, full lineups, stats, box score, follow at Nicolas Mendela.